All right, good morning. We are on day 24. I thought today we could do our Scholastic Reader. Let's find out. It says, would you munch a plant for lunch? Animals think plant parts are yummy. What part of the plant is this giraffe eating? In our next packet, I'm going to be sending a little bag of seeds. They are the mammoth sunflower seeds I told you about. You can plant those in a cup with a little bit of dirt. You can plant them outside. Everybody should have a spot outside. Hopefully they can put them. And I would recommend you keep them a little bit away from your house. The ones that I planted a few years ago grew about 6 feet, and the sunflowers were about this big. So they're very similar to those. So, talk about parts of a plant. It says, munch, 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 plant parts for lunch. Munch, 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 plant parts for lunch. This panda eats a stem. The bamboo is actually a stem. Munch, 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 plant parts for lunch. This donkey eats a root. Munch, 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 plant parts for lunch. This koala eats a leaf. Munch, 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 plant parts for lunch. This rabbit eats a flower. So, you need to use the word bank. You need to copy these words exactly as they appear. Stem, leaf, flower, and root. You need to figure out where they go. We talked a little bit about that. You guys should know what part is which. And that's parts of a sunflower that you're going to be planting again here in a few weeks. On the back, graph the garden. Count the vegetables growing in the garden. Color the graph to show how many there are of each. So what I would do is I'd go in my picture, I'd cross off each carrot, and every time I crossed off a carrot, I would color a numbered box. See how many carrots there are. So you're going to be going across for the carrots. I see 1, 2, 3 carrots. I'm going to color 1, 2, 3 boxes. All right, if you find another carrot, let me know. Another radish, go ahead and check those out. So again, this is Would You Munch a Plant for Lunch. There's also a video about plant parts. If you want a little bit more information, scholastic.com. There's a /LFO. Today, the most important thing I learned in kindergarten was, so the expression is, kindergartners, that you learn everything you need to know in kindergarten. It's kind of true because you do learn about the rules you'll need for the rest of your life. We learn math. We learn how to start reading. So it's kind of a little joke that goes around, but they want to know what you think the most important thing you learned in kindergarten was. So the most important thing I learned in kindergarten was how to share with others. I learned that if I share with others, they'll share with me, and in the end, we'll both be happier. Day 24, we had talked about this a little bit. This is a little bit of a tougher page on our number bond because we're using teams. So, first one, 11. Here's 10. Hidden 0, we cover the 0 up. 10, 1. 10 and 1. So 11 is 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. All right, I'm going to go down here. 16 at the bottom. Cover up the 0. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. 16, you got to drop the 1. And then there's the 0 here. You're going to cover up the 0 here that you just drew. So you're going to drop the 10 down. Cover up the 0. It's 1, 6. 16 equals 6 plus 10. 6 plus 10 equals 16. So I'm going to give you a clue. Most of these are going to have 10 plus the number. So 16 is 10 plus 6. 11 is 10 plus 1. You can figure out 19 is going to be 10 plus 9. All right, so with that in mind, it might be a little easier for you to do. Rainy day addition. Don't forget, they want you to color the sums of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blue. So the sum is the total. If it's 1 through 5, it's blue. If the number equals 6, the answer equals 6 to 10, you're going to color it green. So go ahead and add them all first and then color them, and they're all addition. So 4 plus 1, add them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, Gus the Plus takes 1 and 4 and he puts them together. It makes a bigger number. And then, after the writing page, is the TH digraph mat. Making sure I'm on the same thing. Yep. So, words with TH. TH, thumb, th, or not a TH word. So, going through, thimble is a TH word. All right. Fish is not. All right. So, it looks like shell, thimble, phone. That looks like throne, chalk, thumb, whistle, thermos, shark, and 3. So it looks like 4 of those are TH words and 4 are not. But you can double check my work and see if I was wrong. Remember, if I put 4 words here and I put 4 words there, that was just Mr. Ruckman looking at it. I need to go back and check my work and see. Make sure each one of those has that TH. And it looks like most of those are starting at the beginning. Remember, TH, thumb, again, 6 o'clock we're doing our Zoom. I'd like you to think about a talent. Could share a joke, show us how you juggle. If you want to take your video camera outside, your phone, should be a nice day. You could show us how you toss up a device and catch it. All right, so whatever you think you'd like to share, we'd love to see it, just like a minute to 3. I want to stress, kindergartners, I know the writing's difficult. Keep writing. All right, you need to be doing this work. If you're fighting your parents right now, you need to be doing this work. All right, and I'm going to have comments for your parents, and if they're telling me you're not doing your work, we're going to have a talk. I need to make sure you're doing your work. It's really important that you figure out this information so you're ready for first grade. All right, we're all getting ready for first grade. So again, make sure you're doing your work just like you always would. I sent your parents a little behavior chart the other day. It has green and yellow on it, kind of like what we talk about in class, but it also has some other colors that my kids use. And in my house, if my kids aren't doing their work, I'm putting them on yellow. They're getting a 5-minute timeout. And then if it continues, they go to red, and they're in their rooms for an hour. And then I also have another color added, which I call the detention. And you guys know detention means you'd have to stay after school. Well, my kids are going in their room for an entire day. And that's for if they're making red choices, if they're pushing each other, all those things we talked about in school. So I'm just telling you, I expect you to be behaving at home, just like you behave for Mr. Buckman. I expect you doing this work and not fighting your parents. All right, you need to do your best work. All right, take your time. Even if you need a little break, get it done. All right, I will talk to you at 6 o'clock. I know you're doing a great job. I just want to make sure you're reminded that this is school and that you're doing your best. All right, love you. Bye.